Hi, hello everyone. Good morning, one and all. In last session, we discussed about practical problems of union of two sets and intersection of two sets. So, entire chapter is completed. In this session, we have to discuss sets revision of sets. In first exercise, so set builder and rule method, set builder method and rule method. So before going to that, what is meant by set? Set means collection of well defined objects, collection of well defined objects is called set. Okay, collection of well defined objects, collection of well defined objects is called set. There are two representation of a sets. One is roster method, one is roster method, another one is rule method or set builder method. Set builder method. One is roster method, another one is set builder method. Here, roster method means the set of elements we can separate it by commas enclosed with their braces is called roster method or least in method. Roster method means the set of all those elements which separated by commas enclosed with their brackets is called roster method or least in method. For example, A is equal to set of ovals in English alphabet. In English alphabet, A is equal to set of vowels in English alphabet. So this is rule method. Here roster method is A comma E comma I comma O comma U. So this is roster method or least in method. Roster method means the set of elements separated by commas, enclosed with their braces is called set. Is called roster method. The set of elements separated by commas enclosed with their braces is called roster method. Next, rule method or set builder method. So here this is the roster form. This roster form we can write into set builder form is set of vowels in English alphabet. This is rule. The set of elements possess single common property. Does not possess the element outside this set. So it possesses single common property. It does not possess any element outside the set is called set builder method or rule method. Set builder method or rule method. These two are representation of sets. Just in first exercise, so how to convert roster method to rule method to roster method. Okay, so roster method to rule method to roster method. So now I will give one example. A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So this means roster method. We should write in rule method is set of natural numbers less than 7. Okay, set of natural numbers less than 7. So what are the natural numbers less than 7? 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So this is roster form, this is set builder form. Okay, next after this we will discuss interval. Okay, so this is revision class only. Okay, just I am revising once again a full chapter. So interval, what is interval means defined in the certain range is called interval. So here there are two types of interval. One is open interval, another one is closed interval. Okay, one is open interval, another one is closed interval. So open interval means excluding the end points. See children, 1 less than 2 less than 4, 1 less than 2 less than 4. So here 1 is open, 4 is, 1 less than x less than 4, 1 is open, 4 is open. So now this is open interval. Okay, open interval means excluding the end points. The interval contains excluding the end points is called open interval. So now we have to write this value is 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3, and again this one we can write interval form is 1 is open, 4 is open, 1 is open, 4 is open. Next closed interval means the interval contains including end points. 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4, 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. So 1 is closed, 4 is closed. Okay, here 1 is also closed, 4 is also closed. Now this is closed interval. The interval contains including end points, here close is, that is 2 comma 3. So the interval value is 2 comma 3. This one we can write interval form is 1 is closed, 4 is closed. For open we can write simple bracket. For close we can write what? Square bracket. Okay, 1 is closed, 4 is closed. Value of this interval is 2 comma 3. But in interval there are 4 forms of intervals. One is open, close, open, close. Open means, so 1 less than x less than 4. This is open. Open close means 1 less than x less than or equal to 4. Here 1 is open, 4 is closed. Close open means 1 is 1 less than or equal to x less than 4. Here close 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. See children, this is open, close, open, close. Okay, so here open, close, open, close. Okay. Now, so here open. So this is, we should write in interval form. 1 is open, 4 is also open. So 1 is open, 4 is closed. Here 1 is closed, 4 is open. Next here 1 is closed, 4 is also closed. See children, open, close, open, close. There are 4 possibilities of intervals. Okay, so based on this I discussed already I discussed the problems in first exercise and the third exercise. So these are the first exercise concepts. Next, second exercise concept. Second exercise, firstly we will discuss null set or empty set or void set. Null set or empty set or void set. Here null or empty or void set means this is represented as null. Okay, here the set containing no element, the set containing no element is called null set or void set or empty set. In word only answer is there, empty. The set containing no element is called empty set. For example, set of numbers, otherwise x is to x belongs to is equal to 1 less than x less than 2. Now x is to x is equal to 1 less than x less than 2. Between 1 and 2 any number x belongs to n, you take x belongs to n. So x is to x belongs to n, 1 less than x less than 2. Between 1 and 2 any number is there, but decimal numbers is there. But here, so we have to write which number? Natural number. So 1.5 is natural number? No, decimal number. Between 1 and 2 no natural number, therefore a is equal to null. So this is called empty set. Okay, for null don't put bracket here. Okay, so bracket you will put means that is called it containing element. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ನೀವು ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಬಾರ್ದು. a is equal to null. Okay, so this is called null set or empty set or void set. So empty set means the set containing no element is called empty set. Next, finite set and infinite sets. Finite set and infinite set. Finite set means the set containing a finite number of elements. The set containing a finite number of elements is called a finite set. The set containing a finite number of elements is called a finite set. Infinite set means the set containing a infinite number of elements. The set containing a infinite number of elements is called a infinite set. Okay, finite set means the set containing finite number of elements is called a finite set. The set containing infinite number of elements is called infinite set. Okay, so here for example, finite set means that set of set of all letters in English alphabet, that is finite set. Infinite set means the set of stars in the sky. Finite means we can count. Okay, it is possible to count. Infinite means it is impossible to count, we can't count. It is possible to count is called finite set. It is impossible to count is called infinite set. Okay, it is a finite set, it is a infinite set. So finite set means it contains finite number of elements. Infinite set means the set containing infinite number of elements is called infinite set. Okay, next we will move on subset. So based on this finite and infinite and null set, based on I discussed already exercise 1.2. Next, subset. Here subset is very very important. Subset is, that is A is a subset of B. Okay, A is a subset of B means every element of A is an element of B. That means A is a subset of B. Andre A nalli iro elements B alli irbeku. A is a subset. I mean A is a subset of B. Suppose A is equal to 1 comma 2. So B is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Therefore A is a subset of B. 1 comma 2 is a subset of 1 comma 2, 3 comma 4 comma 5. So now every element of A is an element of B is called A is a subset of B. A is a subset of B, but A is not equal to B. Here A is a proper subset, B is a superset. So A is called proper subset. Proper subset. So B is called superset. B is called superset. Okay, so here A is a subset of means every element of A is an element of B is called a subset. A is a subset of B, but A is not equal to B, then A is called a proper subset, B is called a superset. Superset. Okay, so here equal sets. So next concept is equal sets. So equal sets means suppose A is equal to B means, so here A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, B is equal to 3 comma 2 comma 1. So every element of A is an element of B. Every element of B is an element of A is called equal sets. So every element of A is an element of set B. Every element of set B is an element of set A. So those two sets are called equal sets. Equal sets. Next, we'll move on power set. Power set. Here power set means the collection of all subsets. The collection of all subsets is called a power set. The collection of all subsets is called a power set. This power set is denoted by P of A. So here A is equal to 1 comma 2. Now number of subsets are what? 2 to the power of 2. Now I mean 1, next 2, next 1 comma 2, next null. So therefore P of A is equal to, so this is called power set. I mean this is a collection of subsets. A set containing 2 elements, 2 to the power of 4. Okay. A set containing 3 elements, 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 2. A set containing 2 elements, 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4. A set containing 3 elements, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. A set containing 4 elements, 2 to the power of 4, that is equal to 8. Okay. So in general we can write in the form 2 to the power of n. Okay, so number of subsets in a set is, we can write in the form general 2 to the power of n. So what is my power set? The collection of all subsets is called a power set. The collection of all subsets is called what? Power set. So now based on power set and subsets we discussed already exercise 1.3. Next we will move on exercise 1.4, union and intersection of two sets. Union and intersection of two sets. See children, union of two sets means the set of all those elements A union B is equal to x is to x belongs to A or x belongs to B. So this is called union of two sets. So I mean the set of all those elements which belongs to either A or B is called A union B. So A intersection B means that is x is to x belongs to A, and here R will come, here and will come. X belongs to B. That means the set of all those elements which belongs to both A and B, which belongs to both A and B is called intersection of two sets. So union of two set and intersection of two set. So union of two set means the set of all those elements which belongs to A, either which belongs to B. So A intersection B means the set of all those elements which belongs to both A and B is called intersection of two set. Next, I discussed already properties of this union and intersection of two sets, and based on this I discussed the problems of exercise 1.4. Next, exercise 1.5 is completely deleted. Next, exercise 1.6 is practical problems of union and intersection of two sets. So we have to discuss that. Already I discussed the problems. So we have to recall one formula, that is A and B are two set. N of A and B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. If A and B are two set, so N of A and B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Suppose here A and B are disjoint. A and B are disjoint means N of A intersection B is equal to null. Therefore, N of A intersection B is equal to 0. Now the formula becomes N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B. N of A intersection B value is 0. Now N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B. Suppose if three sets, suppose if three sets will come, N of A union B, B union C is equal to N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of A intersection C plus N of A intersection B intersection C. If three sets is given, N of A union B union C is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of A intersection C plus N of A intersection B intersection C. If three sets are given, this is the formula. If two sets are given, N of A and B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. If A intersection B is equal to null, then N of A intersection B is equal to 0. N of A and B is equal to N of A plus N of B. So this is the revision of set chapter. Okay. In next session, in physical classes will come. No, that time we have to discuss once again this chapter, and we will discuss main interested chapter is relations and functions. Today I am concluding the class. Thank you, one and all.